All right, man, good to get a win, get back in the win column. Guys responded, which knew they would, and, man, defense played lights out. I give a lot of credit to Calvin Shepard, the plan to go in against these guys, knowing what we were getting ready to face. And, I mean, those DBs, man, Millette and Howlett and Harper and Whiteside and Amik and Rock, Strickland had to come in and play a little bit. And Flowers, I just thought those guys, Jim O'Neal, Deshae Townsend had those guys ready to go, and I think they competed, they challenged, and man, our front came alive. The backers played really big for us, those three in the middle, and so it was just an outstanding defensive performance. Offensively, there's things that certainly we know can be done better, and we'll need to do better. But at the end of the day, when we needed points, we found points, and we'll clean up the rest. But it's a good team win. I was hoping we were going to get Leaf going in special teams. This guy, he hangs him up there a little bit. We just couldn't buy enough time to get him. Had to settle for some fair catches, but. Anyway, listen, it's good to get back in the win column. That's a good team. All right, they're going to be in it. It looks like they are every year, and so that's a good win.
Yeah, you talk about the next man up. Is this a great example of that today with all those guys in the second half, the Whiteside making plays, 3 passes defended, you got interceptions from Millette and Meek. Just is that a great example when you look at it, you show film to the team of next man up and it performs like that?
Yeah, it is, and that's what's expected here. And I've said it before. Listen, you get in there, you don't have to be perfect. You challenge and you compete, and we will help you, and the guys around you will help you, and we'll play with 3 units. But I love the fact the game did not feel too big for some of those guys. It's Harper's first start, really Howlett's first start, and I thought it wasn't too big for them. They got in there and competed, and that's great. That's a great sign. We did some things. We put Amik on an island a little bit, and I thought he really answered the bell. We put our linebackers on the island a little bit, answered the bell. But, I was proud of all those guys. I mean, it was really good, really good.
Dan, you said it's good to get back in the win column. You haven't lost 2 straight games in 3 years. Especially when you bounce back. It seems like you bounce back after high-profile losses. What do you attribute to not having a losing streak in 3 years, and especially bouncing back from big losses?
Well, I hate when you guys ask that, because it's like like the kiss of death is coming. Listen, we got a special group. We got a special group of coaches and players. And I just think they're competitive. They want to win. They're able to really focus on what needs to be fixed, what cost us the loss the week before, and simply keep it in that department, man. Keep it in that compartment. Don't make more of it than needs be. Don't lose confidence. Just fix it. And I think that's where our guys are really special, man. We just go to work. We fix it. They've always been that way. And then the lights come on, man, and guys show up. St. Brown showed up. Josh showed up. That defense showed up. Hutch, Mac. It's great to get Mac back. Wow. Jack Campbell. I mean, our guys show up. So it's good to win.
Dan, in the game you didn't take advantage of every opportunity on offense. How big was it to have Gibbs as such a difference maker?
It's huge. You felt like this was coming. You felt like that this has been building, and as he gets in better shape and starts getting his feet under him, starts getting a feel of it, starts breaking some tackles, you just feel like every week it's gotten closer and closer. And tonight was the night where he busted one of these out of there, and there'll be no looking back. I mean, I think he's just going to continue to do this. So our O-line did a good job, in areas of getting into the second level. Certainly, we got to continue to improve there. But, man, that's all you got to do. If you can get him to the second level, he'll do the rest. And we're fortunate because our O-line can open some holes in, and we have receivers that block. So the rest is up to him one-on-one with a safety.
Dan, you said you knew your guys would respond. How could you know that? We don't even know their name, as most people. Most fans don't even know who they are. Why were you so confident you had the right guys to throw in there?
Well, when I'm saying that, I'm talking about our team. They're part of
Think
it.
about the defensive backs in the secondary.
Yeah, well, you're talking about though bouncing back is that what you were talking about?
No, you said you knew your team, these guys would respond. And I thought you were talking about the secondary, but the whole team as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the whole team. But I mean, as far as everything goes back into everything is not about the DBs, It's about the linebackers, and it's about the DNs and the D tackles and the quarterback and the O-line and the punt returner so that's what I meant. I knew our guys would bounce back and be ready and have urgency.
You tend to have a more good feel of how games go, whether it's going to be a shootout or anything like that. In any of your imaginations going into this week, did you expect the defense to hold Tampa, really good offense, to 9 points?
No, I felt like we would play. I knew we were going to challenge more. We were going to do more than what we did last week. I did feel good about that. But that's a good quarterback over there. They've been playing good football. I knew Evans was coming back, and so I had confidence. Now, I didn't think 9 points. I mean, 9 points now, I don't know where that ranks for all the games in this week. That's probably number one. I mean, or close to it. I don't know. So it's just a great job. But I knew we'd hold our own. But it's a testament of what they did, just really great job.
It's not just the DBs, and it's
I'll come to you, Brad.
if it's everybody. Just Calvin Shepard, the questions again, going back, you guys have answered so many through now the first 7 games, but the job that he did, and not necessarily just shielding those guys in the back end, but to create the scheme that he did, can you speak to the pride that you have in lining up with that guy on the sidelines?
Yeah, listen, I just think Shep has just gotten better and better and better. I think he just, he's gotten more and more comfortable as he's gone. I feel like he really is, he's got a real good feel of our personnel, what the opponent's trying to do, understands how to put a plan together. The staff he's got with him is a really good staff. Those are good coaches too, man. And all those guys work really well together. But he's the leader over there, and he understands how to communicate. He understands how to really give them the picture of what we're looking at. And so I'm very proud of him, but I'm not shocked either. This is what I expected out of Kelvin Shepard, man. This doesn't surprise me. So it's a really good job.
Last two, Eric and then Sean.
The past couple seasons, you put an emphasis kind of on getting off to a start to the season. How do you balance that now going into a bye week, unplugging a little bit, but also keeping that momentum? How have you learned, as a coach, to carry that momentum coming off the bye? How you guys start?
Man, you just focus on the moment you're in. Hey, man, you got this. We're gonna clean it up, and you're about to get 5 days off. So give us all you got. Cut it loose, which our guys do every game. But I just think it's hey, man, you're not saving anything. Not that they do, but it's that little extra, what's on the horizon, and it's a little bit of R&R. Clear the mind, let the body heal a little bit, and get right for now. The last push, man. The big push will be here. We get the division opponents. We got 10 till we hit the playoffs, and it's on. So it's good. Feels good to get to 5-2. I'm pleased with the team. Are there things to clean up? Yeah, there is. Good news is we're going to get a lot of players back. You're going to start to see players start coming back over the next month, and so that's encouraging, So while we're only getting better and better, we're going to start getting some of our players back too.
Sean, last question.
Speaking of getting players back, Dan, you talked about how the front came alive. Can you speak to the presence of McNeil, just the way he pushes the pocket from the middle, which seems like the kind of the most effective way?
Makes a huge difference, and really we felt like if we could, you push it. Anybody would tell you that with a quarterback, man. If you can push it in the middle, most quarterbacks, that's very, it's disruptive, right? But Baker is not 6'6", and so if you can push it a little bit, he'll just maneuver some and then find a crease, or he runs and then keeps his eyes downfield. And so we just thought that was big. And having Mac, you could feel his presence early. It really, and he's not even in. in great football shape yet. He was ready to play in this game for the snaps that he did, but you could just feel what he looked like in practice is what he looked like here in this game. Just his ability to get an edge, push the pocket, man. I just thought he was a force in there. And guys, great to have him back, man. He makes guys around him better, and I just thought those guys played off each other, and it's only going to help Hutch. That gives him a little bit more of a wingman too with Muhammad and those guys. So it's just good to have him back.
Do you have an update on Rocky Scene?
He's good. It was just cramps.